perpetuate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahok.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. I'm Todd Duke, and let's get you ready for a little high school basketball action as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the O'Fallon Panthers. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahawk Sports Network as we welcome you into tonight's pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew, they're focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. They're located at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 19-5. They are 6-2 in the Southwestern Conference. O'Fallon comes in at 21-5, and they sit at 7-2 in the Southwestern Conference. O'Fallon coached by Brian Muniz. He is in his sixth year as the head coach here for basketball at O'Fallon High School. 88-72 is his record thus far, and he's got his team hanging around the top 10 or a little bit out of it all year long. Collinsville are coached by Darren Lee, his 13th season here at Collinsville High School. 224 wins, 154 losses. Coach Lee is in his 33rd year overall as a high school basketball coach in the state of Illinois, and he has a record of 689 wins, 297 losses, and that adds up to 986 games. So Coach Lee just 14 games coached away from number 1,000, and he needs 11 wins to hit win number 700. All right, so these teams, they have met twice this year. Kahawks won at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on December 17th, 70-61. The teams would meet again not too long after that in the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic semifinals. That saw the Panthers win that game by 1 point, 50-49. Since then, Collinsville has not lost. They are currently riding an 11-game winning streak. After O'Fallon beat Collinsville in that semifinal of the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic, the Panthers would lose the championship game 66-46 to Decatur MacArthur. And since the calendar flipped over to 2022, the Panthers are 7-3 so far in the new year, with losses to East St. Louis, DeSmet, and a 54-48 loss right here in Saturday's Bank of O'Fallon shootout to Bolingbrook. So the O'Fallon Panthers are looking to shake off that loss and pick up a big Southwestern Conference win here against Collinsville tonight. I had a chance a little while ago. It is senior night coming up on Tuesday at Collinsville High School against Edwardsville, and I'll warn you right now that we won't be able to carry that game. We'll be on the road with the girls as they open up their playoffs at Belleville West on that same night. So we're continuing our senior interviews. I will get to Dayton Horace later on, probably the East St. Louis game. And that leaves us with only one, and that's tonight's guest, and that is Deontay Franklin. And my conversation with Mr. Franklin will come your way next after the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS Class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS Class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS Class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS Class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Southwestern Conference, big battle tonight on the road at O'Fallon as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the O'Fallon Panthers. Joining us now, one of the seniors as we continue talking to all the seniors on the team as we wind it on down to the end of the year. Joining us now, number 20, Deante Franklin. All right, Deante, let's talk about your family first. Tell us a little bit about your family, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, pets, anything you got you want to talk about.
I live with my mom and my dad and my two brothers and my little sister. My brother, he's 20, and the other one's 19. My little sister's 8. And I got a dog, a little dog. His name's Spike.
Spike, just a classic name for a dog. All right, who in the family is the competitive one that got you into basketball? Is it a family affair?
My mom. She got me into it, and she's pretty competitive too. Yeah.
So she played some basketball back in her high school days?
She played basketball and volleyball.
And where, at Collinsville?
No, she went to O'Fallon. She went here.
All right, got you. Well, we won't hold that against her. All right, talk to me about your basketball story. When did you get started? Tell us a little bit about it. I know you, off air, you said been playing with these guys since 3rd grade, so tell us a little bit about that journey all the way up here to your senior year.
I started off 3rd grade, or actually playing on the actual team 3rd grade for junior Kahawks, then played all the way up to 6th grade for junior Kahawks, then played for the middle school, 7th through 8th, then high school.
Tell me a little bit about the mentors in your life and some of the guys that got you to where you are and their basketball IQ.
My dad and my uncles. My uncle played overseas, and he really taught me the way of playing and tell me what I should do and not to do.
All right, got Coach Lee now, man. How's it been being under Coach Lee and under Coach Anderson for these last 4 years?
It's been pretty cool. It's been ups and downs, but it's been pretty cool now.
All right, tell me a little bit about your basketball journey. You're a varsity player this year, but this is the first year that you are a varsity player, and you didn't start off in the starting lineup. You came off the bench, and you got yourself noticed, man. You've been doing really good things off the bench, and now you are in the starting 5 most nights. So tell us about that whole journey there.
I just had to work hard. Freshman year, I didn't really play. Sophomore, I didn't. Junior year, I didn't play until now. I just worked hard and stayed humble until I got to a point where I wanted to be.
All right, stats. 183 points on the year. You made 8 points a game even. You're inching up there to double-digit points per game. 34 rebounds, but the stat that stands out at me is your free throws. 24 of 28, 85.7%. Is this a topic for you that means a lot to you, and is it something you concentrate on?
Yeah, I concentrate a lot. I try to focus real hard when shooting free throws. That's probably the first thing I do when I get in the gym and shoot free throws.
I'm guessing you got a hoop at home in the driveway. You practice at it well?
Yeah, it's in the backyard. But I don't really hoop on it anymore. It's because the wind keeps blowing it down and the backboard's gone.
That's an awesome story right there in itself. All right, 40% from three-point range, man. You're feeling and looking a little bit more comfortable from that area.
Yeah, I am a lot. I look to shoot more when the time comes, when I get open.
All right, tell me a little bit about other sports in your life. Are you a fan of other sports? Would you play other sports? If you weren't playing basketball, is there another sport you wish you could be playing?
If I wasn't playing basketball, I'd probably be playing football or baseball. But I used to play baseball in middle school and football, but I gave it up for basketball.
All right, let's do a little finding out more about you and some of your favorite things, man. What's your favorite movie?
Space Jam, the original one, not the new one.
I haven't even seen the new one because the other one's so good. All right, favorite musical artist or group?
Probably the rapper Lil Baby.
Favorite cartoon character?
Bugs Bunny.
Favorite breakfast food?
Cereal.
Favorite dinner food?
Probably steak.
Least favorite class in high school?
Math class.
Math class. It's a give and take 50-50. What's your favorite class in high school?
History.
U.S. history or world history? All of it.
U.S. history.
All right, I'm a U.S. history guy. That was my favorite subject in school, too. What do you like about U.S. history?
I just like learning about new things about the culture around the United States.
All right, let's talk more about basketball. You got O'Fallon tonight. You guys are 1-1 against this team. You beat them earlier in the year on your home floor, and then you lost by 1 point in the semifinal of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. This team's been ranked in the top 10 or close to it pretty much all year. What makes O'Fallon so good?
They knock down shots. They play as a team. They keep turnovers down.
Tell me what it's going to take for you and your team to beat them tonight.
To keep the turnovers down and play defense as a team and not get beat like backdoor stuff like that.
All right, senior year, last question I got for you. What are you going to do after graduation? What's the plans?
Probably go to SWIC for 2 years and study for business, then go to SIUE for the last 2.
Deontay Franklin, thanks for the visit, man.
Thank you.
That is Deontay Franklin. We thank him for his visit here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting 5 for each of these teams, and then we'll throw some more stats your way as well. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times Tribune.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
And once again, welcome back to the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. I am Todd Duke, Chris Kettler on the camera tonight and the other microphone. We're glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as they just introduced your Collinsville Kahawks to the crowd here at the Dome. Getting ready to do the same thing for the O'Fallon Panthers, and apparently their big board is not working, so we're going to find out together who the O'Fallon Panthers are going to trot onto the floor. I think I have a pretty good idea, but we'll wait for them to announce it, and then we'll let you know what Collinsville starters are, which I do have. Can't tell you that the JV team lost 45-42. O'Fallon got a 3-point bucket with about 3 seconds left, and the referees didn't see the timeout being called in time, so it went all the way down to 1.6 seconds. They did put 0.2 of a second back on the clock after some complaining, but Collinsville and their 3-point shot to tie it went a little bit too long, and Collinsville JVers fall to 10-5 on the year after a 45-42 loss to the JV team from O'Fallon. So we're getting ready for the varsity game, and your starters for Collinsville: Trey Swaggart, the 6'1 senior; Nick Horace, the 6'2 sophomore; Deontay Franklin, our pregame guest, 6' senior; Devin Davis, a 6'2 senior; and Jake Wilkinson, a 6'4 junior. For Brian Muniz and his O'Fallon Panthers: Tyler Lunning, the 5'10 senior; Jalen Smith, the 6'4 junior; Caleb Burton, the 6'2 senior; Caleb Randolph, the 6'1 junior; and Rennie Harris, the 6'3 sophomore. And that rounds out the starters for each of these teams. Are you ready there, Mr. Kettler?
Yeah, we're ready for this game. It's a big conference matchup and conference standings, and it's also a big one for seeding purposes, which will take place here tomorrow. So winner of this game may have the inside track on the 1 seed.
The seedings come out tomorrow, or they have to have them submitted by tomorrow?
That's when the coaches will do them. It'll all be out on Thursday.
All right, I got you. Rennie Harris, Jake Wilkinson in the center court circle. Tip-off is won by O'Fallon, and we are underway. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke is my name. Chris Kettler is on the other microphone, and we're both happy that you are here. Season winding down, only 5 games left tonight for Collinsville after this contest, and 3 of them are Southwestern Conference games to end the season, as teams are still trying to battle for the Southwestern Conference Championship. Everybody chasing East St. Louis now. O'Fallon turnover, and then down at the other end, a foul as Wilkinson goes up on Caleb Burton. Burton doesn't even believe that he got called for a foul, but Burton, the team leader for O'Fallon, picks up a first, and that will send Jake Wilkinson to the line. And Mr. Wilkinson on the year is 18 of 24, good for 75% from the charity stripe. Not the way O'Fallon wanted to start, with a turnover and a foul.
See how the Kahawks get started here. A bit of a long layoff with both games last week canceled due to our opponents not being willing to travel.
Snowmageddon 22, man, that socked everybody in for a little while. Wilkinson makes the first one and the second one, so he'll improve that average, and Collinsville is out front by a score of 2-0, both coming from the free throw line. Just 30 seconds gone here in this first quarter. Here comes O'Fallon with their second possession. They turned the ball over once already, and here is Burton. He'll hand the ball off to Lunning. Lunning over to Randolph. Randolph, the big tree trunk of a human being out there wearing number 32, and a big three-point shot by Tyler Lunning, and that's what he can do. He can hurt you from three-point land and just about anywhere.
Yeah, he had knocked down several threes in the Panthers win over the Kahawks in the Holiday Classic.
There at the free throw line is Franklin. His shot falls a little short. First rebound of the game belongs to O'Fallon, and they'll bring it back up, looking to add on to their 1-point lead. At the top of the key, Lunning over into the corner now. It's going to go for Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith leads the O'Fallon Panthers in rebounds and blocked shots. Leader in that category for Collinsville, Trey Swaggart in rebounds, and Adam Remar in blocked shots. And Adam hasn't seen a lot of starting time for the varsity team. He played a big role in that JV game. Collinsville gets their first rebound, and a loose ball picked up by Devin Davis. Davis throws it all the way out front, and the Kahawks are lucky they get it back, and that was almost a backcourt violation as well, and now the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Kahawks. O'Fallon fans are already complaining over there that he did go off the line, but that ball was tipped.
A lot's going on there, chasing it on down one sideline, and then it's a question of when Horace gained control of it as he hit that line there, but the Kahawks still maintain this possession.
Here is Davis out front, now over onto the left wing for Franklin. Back out to Davis, over to Swaggart. Swaggart on the right side, back to Davis, and a handoff from Franklin goes back to Devin. Devin, 1 foot out of the paint, kicks it back outside. Over on the far side, that's Nick Horace. Into the corner it goes for Swaggart. Swaggart looks around, cradles the ball. A little crossover dribble, throws it across the way for Franklin. Back out front, Davis for three, top of the key. Bingo!
Good ball movement from one corner to the other, and then bringing it out back to the top of the key. Devin Davis drilling three-pointer.
Each team 1 for 1 in the three-point category, and Collinsville has a 5-3 lead. 5:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. Underneath, that's Caleb Randolph off the glass for 2. And we are tied. Collinsville brings the ball back up. Kahawks dressed in their road purple uniforms. The word Collinsville written across the fronts of their jerseys. Everything in white, numbers, trim, and the word Collinsville. Ball tipped around. Collinsville will turn the ball over, and a whistle will follow.
Yeah, Smith gained control of that one. Devin Davis leaned into him just a little bit.
So each team's number 23s have committed the first fouls. Burton for O'Fallon and Devin Davis for Collinsville. So O'Fallon gets the ball back. Here is Burton. Burton out front now for Jalen Smith. Smith will hand the ball off to Rennie Harris. Harris stops at the free throw line as he's blocked out there by Devin Davis, and then the ball almost thrown away. Nice save by Randolph, and he'll dribble into the paint, travel a little bit, no call, puts up a shot, didn't hit the rim, but he hits the backboard, comes out the other side. Collinsville gets the rebound, turns the ball right over, and 2 points for O'Fallon.
Heads up play by Lunning, stays with the ball, picks it right off from Trey.
So Lunning with 5. And here is Wilkinson for Collinsville. Hands the ball off to Franklin in front of the O'Fallon bench. Around the horn it goes over to Davis. Davis directs Franklin to come out, and Franklin accepts the pass. And Wilkinson on the wing into the corner now for Franklin. Wilkinson for 3. That's going to be off to the right, and a rebound belongs to O'Fallon.
Actually looking to get Horace inside there, but he swings outside there and pulls up that 3.
Eaton Smith looking to check in already for O'Fallon. Here is Burton, bounce pass inside for Smith. Smith has the ball knocked out of his hands, and he'll throw it away. And each team now with 2 turnovers. 3:52 left to play here in this opening quarter, 7-5. Or excuse me, that is Peyton Mueller. Saw the 0, didn't get the 2 right, thought it was a 3.
Said Kahawks tipped this one out of bounds. O'Fallon keeps the ball.
Oh, really? Well, that's not the way I saw it, obviously, because I spoke it and then wrote it down and didn't even see the referees making the call that obviously gives O'Fallon the ball back. Here is Smith. Possession inside the paint. Turn around. Shot underhand. Doesn't go. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Wilkinson brings it back up and gets it to Franklin. Franklin drives the court, and DeAnte is on the board for the first time tonight. And Collinsville has tied this thing at 7. Back out front, Burton for 3. Long distance shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville once again. Kahawks bring it up. Here's Franklin, and he puts it up into the corner now for Horace. Horace drives baseline, and he's ran into by Jalen Smith. And Smith will get called for his first team second. Lunning goes out, and in his place is Donnie Whitfield, the 5'10" senior. After tonight's Southwestern Conference matchup, Collinsville has 3 conference matches left. East St. Louis will have 4 more left after tonight, as Horace gets a little bit of a floater in there from about 8 feet under. And O'Fallon after tonight will only have 2 Southwestern Conference games left. So O'Fallon with 2, Collinsville with 3, East St. Louis with 4. Everybody's looking for a little help. Right now, Collinsville trying to take care of O'Fallon. And right now, it's an O'Fallon lead, but they turn the ball over. And Collinsville brings it up. Wilkinson off the glass. A little bit too hard. That might have been helped out by the defense. And the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. I'll give it up now for Whitfield. Whitfield back out front. He'll take a 3-point shot from the top of the key, and he'll hit it. Kahawks trying to answer. Horace hands it off to Devin Davis. Flies into the paint off the glass. Good for 2.
The Kahawks are doing a good job getting to the basket. Plenty of opportunities. And usually been able to finish.
It's 11-10. O'Fallon with the 1-point lead. Here is Rennie Harris in front of the Kahawks bench. Tries baseline. That's cut off by Davis. Helped out by Swaggart. Now I'll give up to Smith. Jalen. And he loses the ball. And Devin Davis is going to bring it up court. And in the process, Rennie Harris gives him a little foul, and Rennie will pick up his first, team third.
Yeah, hats off the defense there. Kahawks are really guarding very, very well, keeping their man in front of them, and created a few steal opportunities.
Isaiah, I didn't get his last name. Camper or something like that? He's not on my list.
It could have been Camper. That was the name of the young man who hit the 3 to win it.
Okay.
Because I did the JV book. So
That's what I'll go with.
Should
then.
be Camper.
All right, rebound after a 3-point miss by Collinsville, and down at the other end, a miss and a rebound by the Kahawks. And here comes Collinsville, and a bounce pass onto the line for Wilkinson. Back out front now for Franklin, over to Swaggart, and then back onto the wing, and now back top of the key. Franklin for 3, and that one bounces off the rim. Swaggart with the rebound. He'll turn around. He can't get it to go in, and he'll get his own rebound, try it all over again. Still can't get it, and the next rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers bring it up. Here is Camper. Back out front now onto the wing for Whitfield. Whitfield right in front of the Kahawks bench, being bothered by Swaggart. There are 50 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 11-10, O'Fallon leads by 1, and a 3-point shot by Camper. And the O'Fallon Panthers are living large off the 3-point shot here in this first quarter.
A couple guys coming in off the bench, knocked down some threes apiece, and Lunning had the other one.
Man, I got this score all wrong. What is going on here? All right, 13-11. I think I got it now. 24 seconds left. Swaggart for 3. Rainbow shot, and he drains it. Rayvion's been working on those 3-point shots, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Collinsville.
Knock him down.
Yeah, Collinsville is up by 1. We have 10 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Here is Burton. He'll dribble. He'll drive into the perimeter. Baseline. Little shot can't go. And the rebound onto the ground. And with 2 seconds left, turnaround shot. That won't fall. And the next rebound belongs to Collinsville, but the buzzer sounds, and that is the way that the first quarter comes to an end. Collinsville up by 1. We knew it was going to be a tight one. 14-13 is the contest thus far, and we're back after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon High School. Girls basketball program taking a licking over at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. JV team lost earlier 42-18, and I understand that the varsity girls are losing 13-0 in the first quarter.
not a good start for the ladies.
No, it's
See if
not.
they can make a game with it. Still plenty of game left.
We will have the senior night on Thursday against Alton at home. And then 1 week from tonight, we'll be at Belleville West to bring you the opening of the region's playoffs, Class 4A playoffs. Collinsville taking on Belleville West at Belleville West. Here is Wilkinson. Kahok's up by 1 after 1. Here's Devin Davis now. He'll trot on over to the right wing, pick it up, and give it up to Wilkinson. He drives in the paint, spins, and gives it up to Davis, and Davis travels. Third turnover for Collinsville. We're underway here in quarter number 2.
Davis travel, or was it Wilkinson? I don't know. We'll go with Davis.
Somebody traveled. Over on the far side wing, that's Camper. Camper into the corner now for Smith. Smith will bring it out for the Panthers. They're the home team. They're in their white uniforms. Numbers are in their royal blue, trimmed in a little bit of gold. Into the corner it goes for Camper. They have the word Panthers written across the fronts of their jersey, does O'Fallon. Over onto the far side wing, that's Mueller. Back out front now for Camper. To Burton. Burton over to Mueller. Mueller, he's not afraid to take a three-point shot, that's for sure. And we already know that Camper can. He hit one from the corner earlier. Kahok's up by 1. O'Fallon with the ball. They're content on a little perimeter activity and then a little slide by Lunning. And back out front he'll go for Camper. Out to Mueller. Mueller top of the key. Tries a dribble drive past Matt Clark and no good there. And they'll kick it back out front for Camper once again. He'll drive and he'll dump it off into the corner for Mueller. Collinsville's defense swarming all over the place. 3-point shot from Camper in the corner, no good. Rebound belongs to the Kahawks, and Collinsville brings it up. Here is Dayton Horace. Horace gives it up to Wilkinson. Dayton, the senior, in the game for the first time, 5'11", senior for Collinsville. Over to Matt Clark, the 6'3" senior, into the game for the first time. Into the corner for Nick Horace. He gets trapped, gives it up for Clark off the glass high, and Clark is on the board with 2 points.
Well, everybody in O'Fallon missed Matt Clark there. I think they thought he went heading for the three-point line, stayed back there in the post and gets the layup.
He was pretty much left wide open, wasn't he?
Yeah, they forgot about him.
Here is Burton. Burton drives from in front of the Kahawk bench to the free throw line, takes a shot, and it's good for 2.
That's a tough shot there. Hand in his face from Dayton Horace.
Burton's first 2 points of this game.
He's a good shooter.
Yes, he is. 301 points coming into tonight, 12.5 per contest. He's the leader of O'Fallon. Swaggart still leads for Collinsville in that department. 11.7 on the year with 281 points put in. And there's Wilkinson, who's climbing up the charts as well.
Yeah, good assist from Devin Davis to find Wilkinson there the last second.
Wilkinson's almost into double digits coming into this game, 9.9 per game. There's a throwaway. Collinsville will accept that turnover, and they'll bring it up. Here is Davis. He hits it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, drop shot from about 4 feet out, can't get it to go. Mueller gets the rebound, but then gives it up, and Franklin puts it back in for 2. Or Davis, excuse me.
Mueller got no help there, and he fell down on the ground. 3 Kahawks are still there. Davis lays it in.
5-point lead now for Collinsville, 20-15. That's something that Collinsville was living large at with these 2 games that they've already played together, is in the rebound department. Collinsville out rebounding O'Fallon in the 2 games combined, 62-45. Collinsville with 31 rebounds in both contests. Here is Lunning onto the wing now for Burton. Caleb picks up his dribble quickly and then gives it back up to Lunning. Into the paint for Smith. He'll have the ball knocked out of his hands, and that's going to be a foul against Jake Wilkinson. And Matt Clark gives him a hug and tells him everything's going to be okay.
Well, Smith just about loses the ball from O'Fallon there. Jake Wilkinson tries to go after it there and ends up with a little bit of a shove. Trey and Deontay will come back in.
Yep, Swaggart and Franklin come back in, and to the bench is Nick Horace and Jake Wilkinson. Inbound pass comes into Mr. Randolph, Caleb Randolph. Stuck in the corner, tries to get around Matt Clark, does so with a strong move off the glass, good for 2. I tell you what, man, that's a big guy to try to block out from that baseline.
And that's what O'Fallon did last time we played him. Get Randolph in there when Matt Clark's in there. Try to big bodies match up on each other.
There's Dayton Horace for Collinsville on the far side wing. To Matt Clark, now out to Davis underneath the basket. Trey Swaggart left all alone, but Rennie Harris says not today. Back out front, Collinsville resets. We're halfway through quarter number 2. 20-17, Collinsville with the lead. Here's Swaggart, baseline, kicks it back out, and Horace with it. Now to Franklin. He bluffs a three, back over to Horace, now over to Matt Clark, and around the horn we go, where it ends up with Devin Davis on the right wing. Davis dribbles. Gives it up for Swaggart. Travion out front now for Dayton Horace. Collinsville keeping it around the perimeter. 3.5 to go here in the second. Underhand pass from Clark to Horace. Now back over to Franklin. Top of the key for Swaggart. Swaggart bluffs a three, drives and kicks it out. Franklin 4-3, and it rolls across the rim. Rebound belongs to Matt Clark. Off the glass, good for two.
That's a contact there. Clark plows into Burton, no call. Extend the lead.
3 minutes to go here in this second quarter. 22-17 in favor of Collinsville. Burton over to Harris. Rennie dribbles his way in front of the Kahok bench. Across the court it goes to Lunning. Lunning will drive baseline, but he stepped out of bounds. The referee was all over it, said he stepped on the blue line. 3 players in, 3 players out for O'Fallon.
Where are they at in turnovers?
That is their fifth. Turnovers were a bugaboo for Collinsville in the first 2 meetings combined. Collinsville turned the ball over 23 times, while O'Fallon only turned the ball over 12. Here's Matt Clark, top of the key. Good for 2.
That really was the story of the early part of Collinsville season. A lot of turnovers, but this team has really found a way to take care of the ball as we have gone along here.
Yeah, they haven't gone much over 10 or even past 8 for a long time now per game. Here is a dribble drive by Whitfield, kicks it in the corner for Camper. Camper comes out of the corner and throws it across the court, but it's picked off by Dayton Harris, or excuse me, Dayton Horace. And at the other end,
heck of a job to get to the basket.
Yeah, what a job. Yeah, no doubt. Timeout called by O'Fallon. Kahawks get another couple of points, take a 26-17 lead. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just about that time right here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from O'Fallon High School. 26-17, Collinsville with the lead. O'Fallon with the ball. Rennie Harris, an underhand shot. That goes in for 2. And Harris is on the board for the first time tonight. Kahawks keeping some of the big guns down in the low-scoring department. Collinsville with it. Kick it out front now for Nick Horace. Horace, he's through the paint, and a foul from behind. And Horace will go to the free throw line. This one is going to go against who? Oh, and 4. Okay. Thought he was holding up a 40. I'm like, I don't have a 40. It was 0-4. Jalen Smith picks up his second. That is the 7th team foul. And what? The guy who initially called the foul said it was 2 shots. Well, they've had it. What'd they have a 7 up there for? And it's only the 4th. You guys are confusing me over here. Here's Dayton Horace, and he throws it away. Franklin was breaking one way, and Horace threw it the other way.
Well, and Dayton was trying to dish it off so quickly, wasn't looking that way and see what he was doing, and it happens.
We're down to 1:25 to play here in this first half. 26-19, Collinsville has the lead. Here is Whitfield. Gets the ball to Harris on the wing. Harris dribble drives into the perimeter, spin move just outside the lane, puts up a shot, no good, but he will head to the line for 2 as Trey Swaggart will get called for his first foul of the night. Only the teams, I got 3. Thank you. You must have heard me, right? At the free throw line, Rennie Harris. Harris on the year, 59.6, 34 for 57, and he'll sink the first one. Free throws have not been a big key area for O'Fallon this year. Their highest free throw percentage is Tyler Lunning at 77.6. Everybody else is 70 or below.
I believe they missed quite a few in the first matchup between Collinsville and O'Fallon, which Collinsville won.
That they did. Matter of fact, I can tell you that stat right now. 25 for 51, 49% in the two games combined. Well, there's another. I guess we spoke too soon there, Chris.
Just a little too hard of a pass.
A couple of errant passes, back-to-back turnovers for Collinsville. And that'll allow O'Fallon to dig into this 6-point lead with 55 seconds left to play here in this second quarter.
He built this lead up to 9, and then a couple turnovers, a couple baskets by O'Fallon, and down to 6 already.
Almost a steal by Swaggart. Rennie Harris with it in front of the free throw line. Takes the shot. It rattles home. Harris now with 5. And it's a 4-point lead for Collinsville. 35 seconds left to play here in this first half. Here is Trey Swaggart. Swaggart, he'll dribble, he'll drive, he'll spin in the lane and try to take a shot. It's stuffed by Mueller. And a turnover for Collinsville. And here is Rennie Harris again off the glass. Good for 2 more. Just like that, that 9-point lead disappeared to a 2-point lead. So Coach Lee wants to call a timeout this time, and he'll do so with, why is this thing, it's not adding up my points right. Come on now. 26-24, Collinsville. They lead by 2. We're back in 30 seconds on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from O'Fallon Township High School. We're down to the final 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Collinsville with a 2-point lead. 3 straight turnovers have led to 6 straight points for O'Fallon. And the Panthers are back to within 2. Collinsville with the ball across the way to Franklin. Top of the key for Devin Davis. He'll dump it off to Nicky Horace. And a 3-point shot plus the foul.
Great job knocking down the shot. Harris comes out, drills Horace down. Give me a chance for a 4-point play and some little redemption here after the clunky end of this quarter here.
Comes with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. And that's the second foul against Rennie Harris. Back to the free throw line, Nick Horace. First trip to the free throw line for Nick Horace. And he'll hit the three-pointer, but he'll miss the one afterwards. And that'll end the first half. Collinsville 29, O'Fallon 24. And we'll come back here after a timeout to tell you a little bit about this first half. We'll crunch all the numbers for you, and we'll bring them back to you here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. And once again, welcome back to O'Fallon at the Panther Dome, where they got some kind of a floor exercise routine going on here, and thus the halftime is a little bit longer than normal, as they put up there, 10 minutes for halftime.
I think it was more than that.
Was it 12?
Probably 12. Yeah, we got a longer halftime here. These cheerleaders are going to do a routine out here for everybody. They got the mats down, but we got an exciting basketball game going on.
Yes, that we do. 29-24. Collinsville leads by 5 after one half of play. Collinsville led by 1 at the end of one quarter when it was 14-13. Cahoks outscored O'Fallon in that second quarter 15-11. Could have been a lot better, but 3 straight turnovers led to O'Fallon points, and they kind of let the O'Fallon Panthers right back in it. Not that they were out of it, but a little bit of a
bigger lead for Collinsville, and they saw it trimmed all the way down to 2 at one point. Here are your leading scorers, and they belong to Collinsville. What's the leading scorer does? Devin Davis, that's 9 points for Devin Davis. He leads both teams. After that, you have 6 points for Matt Clark, 5 points for Nick Horace, 4 points for Jake Wilkinson, 5 points for Horace. Did I mention that one? Yeah, Deontay Franklin has 2, and Trey Swaggart has 3. Rennie Harris leads his team with 7 points. Tyler Lunning with 5 points. Caleb Burton, the leading scorer for O'Fallon, only 2 points so far in this game. And for Donnie Whitfield and Isaiah Camper, they each have 3 points. The rest of the numbers look like this. Each team went 3 for 5 from the three-point stripe. Collinsville went 2 for 3 from the free throw line, while O'Fallon went 1 of 2. Each team turned the ball over 6 times, and Collinsville continues the trend of out-rebounding O'Fallon so far this year as the Kahawks pulled down 12 boards compared to O'Fallon's 7. That's a look at your first half stats. Myself and Chris Keller will be back here in just a moment as the halftime show is just about over here at O'Fallon High School, and third quarter action, that will be coming your way here in just mere moments on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to O'Fallon High School. Just about ready for second half action, but as you can tell, they're just finishing up their routine here. And they stop the clock with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left as they get all the stuff off the floor, and they'll give the two teams that much time to warm up before the second half begins. So, in the meantime, how about a little history lesson? You know, I like my history stuff. Well, how about O'Fallon High School? That was the very first opponent for Collinsville in program history. Panthers won that game by a whopping score, and I don't think they were called the Panthers then because the Kahawks weren't called the Kahawks then either. This was November 15th, 1907, and O'Fallon won that one by a final score of 7-6. O'Fallon is now 49-45 versus Collinsville. And Panthers are 31-14 versus Collinsville in conference play. And Coach Lee is 12-17 versus O'Fallon. He's 10-15 in the regular season and 2-2 in the playoffs. And you know that number might seem low, 49-45. That's not even 100 games yet between these two schools. And you say they started all the way back in 1907. Well, for a while, O'Fallon was out of the Southwestern Conference, so the two schools didn't face each other all that much. Back in the 30s, they were in the Cahokia Conference. Back in the 80s, they were in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Back in the 90s, some of them participated in the South 7 Conference. So they've kind of, O'Fallon has been a little bit all over the place when it comes to that regard. So that's what I know so far. Here's what I can tell you about the remaining schedule in the Southwestern Conference. After tonight, Collinsville has 3 games left in conference play. They have Edwardsville, East St. Louis, and Alton on their schedule. After tonight against Collinsville, O'Fallon only has Belleville East and East St. Louis. And East St. Louis is playing Belleville West tonight. And after that, they still have Edwardsville, O'Fallon, Collinsville, and Belleville East. So Chris Keller, we're looking at trying to maybe capture a tie for the Southwestern Conference. We're going to obviously need to beat East St. Louis on our own next Thursday, but we're going to need a little bit of help from the likes of O'Fallon and Belleville East as well.
Yeah, Cavs would need to get some help, or if you got to definitely win this one to even start to be in that conversation. It's going to be tough next week, having to play 3 conference games next week since we weren't able to get the East St. Louis game in last week. So it's a long road still, even though we got a short amount of time left.
Yeah, Collinsville, before those final 3 Southwestern Conference games, they have Madison Friday night. We'll have that game for you on the Kahok Sports Network. And then Saturday afternoon, they will be at Springfield. We will not have that game for you on the Kahok Sports Network. We had a busy week this week. Games 4 nights, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I have Bags League tomorrow night, so I'm busy every night this week. All right, we're ready to go here in the second half. We are underway. O'Fallon has the ball, and the Panthers trail by 5 points as we get going here in quarter number 3. And here is Jalen Smith. Smith into the paint, kicks it back out, throws it away.
Yeah, no one there at all. Rennie Harris was the closest guy to it.
Yeah, he was streaking up the line in front of his own bench, but he had already gone past the point where the ball went out. So Collinsville will try to take advantage of a turnover here as the Kahawks touch the ball for the first time offensively here in the second half, and a foul by Lunning as he was all over the backside there of Nick Horace, and Lunning's going to pick up his first foul. So a foul and a turnover to start the second half. Pretty sure that's the way the first half started.
As long as it can end the same way, too, right?
Yeah, Caleb Burton committed a foul, and that was right after O'Fallon turned the ball over on the first possession of the game. So the second half begins the same way for the Panthers. Here is Devin Davis. Over onto the left side wing now for Wilkinson. Wilkinson inside for Horace, and he gets fouled again. This time it's going to go against, well, it's going to go against Lunning again. Back-to-back fouls by Tyler Lunning.
Basically the same thing. Lunning has him wrapped up.
So 2 quick fouls here. We'll see if that comes back to haunt O'Fallon later as we'll get closer to free throw shooting. There's a little pop and drop by Wilkinson, and after a couple of bounces off the rim, Wilkinson gets it to fall in, and Collinsville extends their lead.
Yep, knocked down a few of those in off the inbound and just popped the shot up.
There is Lunning, gets it over to Rennie Harris. Rennie tosses the ball over to Burton. He'll launch a 3 from there. He'll bank it in off the glass, and Burton, that's just 5 for him so far, but that's a big one.
Can't play him that soft.
No.
Horace eventually did throw a hand up, but gotta have a better defense hit on Burton.
It did a pretty good job in the first half, holding the leading scorer for O'Fallon to 2 points. Here is Swaggart in front of his bench. To Devin Davis at the free throw line. He'll turn around, take a shot, and he'll pick up his 11th point of the night. First one into double digits here for either one of these schools. 33-27, Collinsville has the lead. Here is Lunning. Lunning gets the ball over onto the wing for Jalen Smith. Smith, he dribbles and drives, and a blocking foul will be handed out to Jake Wilkinson. That'll be his second. Collins only committed 3 fouls in that first half. O'Fallon only committed 5. So a very nice amount of discipline divvied out by both teams there. Here is Harris onto the wing for Lunning. Lunning stands in front of his own bench and gives it back out front now for Harris. Harris onto the wing for Smith. Smith dribbles with that left hand, backs up, gives to Burton. Burton moves it up inside the perimeter to Caleb Randolph. Randolph uses that big body to bump Swaggart out of the way, and off the glass for Randolph. He now has 6 points.
That's an interesting matchup I was watching there with Trey on Randolph, and didn't work out for the Kahawks.
Now I like the matchup with him and Matt Clark a lot better. Here is Devin Davis. Davis in front of his own bench, gives it up top of the key for Swaggart. Back over to Davis. To Wilkinson. And a foul again on Lunning. He tried to reach from behind Franklin and poke the ball out. And 3 fouls in a row for Tyler Lunning, and that is going to spring Brian Munoz to get Peyton Mueller in off the bench.
Yeah, Lunning with no fouls picks up 3 in less than 2.5 minutes.
That's not the way that O'Fallon wanted to start this second half. Well, that's the cards that they've been dealt. Here is Wilkinson for 3 outside, banks off the rim, and then it comes down. Swaggart trying not to commit a foul and gives up the rebound in the process. And back come the Panthers to Smith, to Randolph. Randolph with a move, and he traveled.
And before that, he gave Trey an elbow to the eye.
Yeah, Trey's got to come out. Matt Clark's going to come in, and Travion's going to have to go to the bench and get tended to and at least rub that eye out a little bit.
Look at that Clark matchup now, and if this was a college game, they'd have to go to the review of that one.
Yeah.
And maybe have to
See if it was flagrant.
Flagrant.
Yeah. Here is Devin Davis, 33-29. Collinsville has the lead and the ball. Out front now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson to Clark. Matt Clark shovels a pass on over to Franklin. And back out front we go to Horace. And now a baseline dribble turnaround. Kicked it out for Davis for Wilkinson. Back over to Horace. Back to Franklin. Franklin, far side wing on the left side. Moves it back up now for Wilkinson. And Wilkinson dribbles and drives. Gives it up for Horace. Now to Franklin. Back to Wilkinson. And just underneath the basket. A little one-hand shot. Wilkinson now has 8. There is Mueller for O'Fallon. Dumps it off into the paint. Turnover. No, almost. And now it is. Now it's not. We have a whole big exchange of turnovers going on there, man. That ball was in a couple of different hands about 4 or 5 seconds apart.
Ends up with Matt Clark on top of the ball, and he could just stay there and let everybody clear out, and he tried to dish it off, and Mueller ends up with it for O'Fallon, and now he'll go to the line.
That is going to be first foul against Franklin, and at the free throw line, Peyton Mueller hits his first one. Mueller comes in 50% from the free throw line, 8 of 16 coming into this game. And he's a little short on the second one. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Nicky Tony. Horace gives it up for Franklin. Franklin back out front toward midcourt for Devin Davis. Davis onto the wing now for Horace. Horace in front of his bench, gives it up deeper into the right-hand corner for Devin Davis. You see Trey Swaggart walking in front of the bench. He looks to be okay. And now into the corner, a three-point shot. That was an air ball. And that ball belongs to Caleb Burton. He tries a three, and it hits the front of the rim. Collinsville pulls down the rebound once again. Back the other way we go, and a foul. Who are they going to call that one on? Burton or Mueller? Both of them were all over young Nick Horace down there under the basket.
Good ball movement by the Kahoks. Horace saw Franklin, but Franklin knew he didn't have any angle at it with two guys closing in. Dished it right back off. The Horace coming straight down the middle.
Miller hits his first, team fourth to the free throw line. It is Nick Horace. He is 0 for 1. He missed the shot at the end of a three-point play that he was fouled on, so he's trying to straighten that out. And he'll fall a little short. Another air ball. I think that air ball over the corner may have messed with him a little bit.
I see him airballing too many.
No.
Let's slide this one up here and put it in.
Whitfield comes in for Smith for O'Fallon, and one more shot here for Horace, and this one is good to go.
I said free throws are going to be key.
Yes, they are. They always end up being that way, don't they? Halfway through quarter number 3, Collinsville up by 6, 36-30. Here is Burton. Burton dribbles and drives, kicks it out for Mueller. Mueller back over to Burton into the corner. And now to Randolph. Turns around over to Kahawks, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, puts it up. This time it comes out the other side, and the rebound this time belongs to Wilkinson. Here is Devin Davis. He dumps it off, and a shot that goes over the basket. And the rebound that ends up belonging to O'Fallon once again. Now over to Whitfield. Whitfield takes it all the way back out toward midcourt where he gives it up to Burton. Burton over to Mueller. Mueller gives it up to Rennie Harris in front of his own bench. Harris kicks it on the outside now for Whitfield. Whitfield from the top of the key into the perimeter just barely, and kicks it back out for the big guy Randolph. He'll take one from the free throw line off the glass, no good, and the rebound belongs to Davis. Headmans it up to Franklin. Franklin, he waits, and now a foul. Just as Franklin was in midair, Caleb Burton thought he got his hands on all ball, but apparently he got some body contact as well, and Burton pleads his case to the ref all the way back to the scorer's table.
Deontay had a decision to make. Go in and get the contact from Burton or try to dish it off.
Here is Franklin at the free throw line. He leads the K-Hawks in free throws this year, and as soon as I open my mouth, he misses one. Franklin, in case you didn't join us in the pregame interview with Mr. Deontay Franklin, 85.7%. He came in hitting 24 of 28. Only his 5th miss all year. Last shot on the way, and that one's good. So it didn't take him long to get back on track. That's nice. 7-point lead for Collinsville, 37-30. Under 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter, and here comes Rennie Harris for the O'Fallon Panthers. Onto the wing it goes for Burton. Burton waits, gives it up to Smith, and Smith pops one, won't go over. Mueller with the rebound, kicks it back outside, and then Mueller will take it back in the corner for 3. Clicks across the rim after it went just a little too far. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. K-Hawks bring it back up. Here is Davis, and that is a kicked ball, and that'll stop the clock with 2:29 left to play here in this third quarter.
Davis trying to find an entry pass inside, and Harris kicks the leg up there, make contact with it. Trey will come back in. Franklin will grab a seat.
Inbound pass will come underneath the K-Hawk basket, triggered by Dayton Horace, who checks back into the game. Here is to Swaggart, who kicks it out front now, all the way to Wilkinson from Davis. To Horace. Back over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson into the corner for Matt Clark, standing right in front of Coach Lee. And back around the other side we go to Devin Davis. Inside for Swaggart. He has that ball blocked out of bounds. Collinsville will keep it once again. 2:12 to go here in this third quarter. 37-30 in favor of Collinsville.
Another interesting matchup. Trey going inside, posting up. Burton still staying on him no matter what.
Horace with the inbound again. Matt Clark overran it, but comes back to get it. Now he gives it back up to Horace, and a no-look hook pass. Dayton Horace, baseline, and he stepped out of bounds.
was really indecisive on what he was going to do with it there. One step too far, goes out of bounds.
It's a very thin baseline they have here at O'Fallon as well.
The walls are right there too, and not much room on either end.
No, there's not. You got the cheerleaders down here at this end. 1:50 to go here in the third. A turnaround jump shot by Harris won't go. There's Matt Clark with the rebound. And then a turnover, and Whitfield is fouled, and that one is going to go against Mr. Clark as well. Matt Clark will pick up his first, team's third. At the free throw line, Donnie Whitfield, 69.6 on the year from the charity stripe, coming in at 16 of 23. Whitfield makes it. Dayton Horace out, Franklin back in. One more free throw coming up for Whitfield. And that one's good. So Whitfield makes both. And the lead is trimmed down to 5. Kahawks lead 37-32. Here's Swaggart. Gets it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the left wing to the free throw line for Clark. Hands it off to Davis. Devin dribbles his way all the way back into the slot and then gives it up over for Wilkinson, who gives to Matt Clark on the left wing. Top of the key. Underhand pass to Swaggart from Davis. Back over to Wilkinson. He pulls up in the perimeter, takes the shot, and it almost got wedged there in the corner, but the rebound came down and it belongs to O'Fallon. And here is Jalen Smith, who loses the ball, but he lost the ball because he got a little contact there from Jake Wilkinson. Wilkinson will pick up his third. Fourth team foul for Collinsville. O'Fallon, who started off with 2 straight, they have 5 on the board. So Collinsville's trying to play catch up when that's not the department you want to catch up in. At the free throw line for the first time, looking for his first points is Jalen Smith. And the first one is good. 3 straight points from the free throw line here for O'Fallon. Jalen Smith came in at 60.5%, 46 of 76 on the year. Jalen Smith trying to make it 4 straight points for O'Fallon from the charity stripe. And he will. Just like that, it's a 3-point contest. 37-34, Collins will have the lead. Here is Davis, and a shoe came off. Who lost their shoe? Whitfield?
Whitfield lost his shoe and didn't even go for it. He kept
on going.
Kept on his man. Coach Lee takes exception to that, to them to stop play while the Kahawks are on offense.
Yeah, I would too. Here is Davis. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Collinsville up by 4. This is going to be just the game we thought it was going to be. Out front we go now to Horace. That's Nick Horace. Over to Davis. Gets it back out to Franklin. Franklin. To Horace. Davis in the slot. 40 seconds. Nick Horace in front of his own bench on the right wing. Into the right corner now for Wilkinson. Wilkinson will dribble his way out of the corner and give it up to Davis back toward midcourt. Over to Franklin on the left side. 25 seconds to go here in the third. Here is Wilkinson. One-arm shovel pass over to Davis in front of the Kahawk bench. 20 seconds left here in this third quarter. Collinsville up by 3, looking to add on as we get ready to head into the fourth quarter.
Gladly take the last shot and have the ball to start the fourth.
Under 10. Davis moves forward. Kicks it over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, baseline, underneath, dumps it off. Swaggart off the glass. Good for 2, and the bruise with .8 on the clock.
All that with Devin Davis down on the ground and unable to get up and out of the way. A fine tray. Gets the basket.
Swaggart to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 62.8% on the year for Travion. Comes in having hit 54 of 86. He would like to improve that, and he does with 1 shot. Collinsville up to 40 points. They lead by 6 at the buzzer. 3-point shot hits the backboard, and that's about it for O'Fallon, and that is the end of the third quarter of play. We head to the fourth quarter, and your Collinsville Kahawks lead the O'Fallon Panthers by 6, 40-34, and we're back with the fourth quarter in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon Township High School. 8 minutes on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Collinsville up by 6. Collinsville outscoring O'Fallon in that third quarter, 11-10.
That was a hard-fought quarter, and the Cahoks ended up winning it there at the last second with the last bucket there by Trey.
Plus the bonus shot to boot. Fourth quarter underway. Kahawks up by 6. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Davis to the free throw line. Outside now into the corner for Swaggart. Across the court it goes to Nick Horace. Horace gives it up now for Davis back at the midcourt stripe. And the top of the key for Wilkinson. He lost control of the ball. Kahawks turn the ball over for the 10th time tonight. Into the corner it goes for Burton. Burton dribbles through the paint, takes the shot, and gets it to float in for 2. That was a costly 2 points.
Good job getting the basket by Burton. Lots of guys down under. Can't talk. Go ahead.
You're all right. Here's Davis, gives it up to Swaggart. Swaggart over on the right wing. Out to Devin Davis. Davis is directing traffic. Gives it up now for Swaggart. And Swaggart takes over at the top of the key. Travion over onto the wing now for Nick Horace. Horace back over to Travion. Swaggart dribbles with that right hand, picks up his dribble, and then gives it up to Devin Davis. Davis deep on that left wing. Bounce pass, free throw line, and Swaggart gets the give and the go, and the points are going to count. That was a nice couple of moves there by Collinsville to get that 2 points.
Trey to make an extra move there. Arrived there with the ball at the same time as Burton and had to do a little shimmy there to get past him.
There is Rennie Harris, and a foul coming up against Devin Davis. Davis will pick up his second, and to the free throw line will be Rennie Harris. Kahawks' 5th foul, and Rennie Harris at the free throw line went 1 for 2 in the first half. That one won't go.
Fallon been knocking him down the last few times at the line.
I remember the first game at Collinsville, he really struggled from the free throw line. And that one will fall in for Rennie. And Collinsville still leads by 5. There is Franklin. Franklin dribbles and drives, gives it to Swaggart. Swaggart baseline, then a pass all the way to the left side. Back out front for Davis. And Swaggart, he gets bumped from behind by Caleb Burton. Burton will pick up his 3rd foul, and Travion will head to the free throw line. That is team foul number 7 for O'Fallon. So for the rest of this game, Collinsville will be shooting some free throws.
Burton says, what happened to everybody else? He was forced to foul there. Trey wide open down underneath.
Swaggart shooting 2, hits the first one. Each little free throw helps, that's for sure. We had Deante Franklin on in the pregame show, so that means Coach Lee will come up and join us in the postgame program. And that one falls a little short, and the rebound belongs to O'Fallon. Panthers bring it up. Here is Caleb Burton. Burton, he directs traffic. Back near the big O for O'Fallon here at midcourt. Gives it up for Jalen Smith. Smith on the wing. Front of his own bench. Picks up his dribble. Gives it up to Harris. Harris dribbles and drives from the top of the key. Gives it back over to Smith. Smith tries to back his way in. That ball's poked out. Collinsville, they get another turnover, and they turn it into points. Oh, almost. Now they do. It took a little longer than anticipated, but Nevertheless, it is turned into points. 45-37 the score. A timeout called by O'Fallon, and we'll take it right along with them. And we're back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Back here at O'Fallon, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. No game tomorrow. That's my adult night. Thursday, we will be at home. Senior night for the Lady Kahawks basketball team. They're taking it on the chin tonight against the O'Fallon Panthers at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Senior night on Thursday against Alton, and then we'll be back at Virgil Fletcher on Friday, the next day, as this Kahawk boys basketball team takes on the team from Madison.
So Madison in the Holiday Classic, and
yeah, they're a pretty good team.
Pulled off a couple wins.
Yeah. There's another turnover, and Swaggart trying to turn it into two off the glass. Can't do it. Rebound. That belongs to Nick Horace. Boy, oh boy. That one almost went in. And then Horace almost bit it underneath the basket. Over into the far sideline it goes for Swaggart. Swaggart dribbles his way out. All the way back out at midcourt. Gives it up for Davis. We have 5:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And there is a foul, and that one is going to go against Wilkinson just as Burton came up with the steal. Wilkinson will pick up his fourth.
Jake Wilkinson, that's his fourth personal. That's all Jake could do there after losing the ball. He just decides to pull Burton down. Unfortunately, takes his fourth foul, but saves O'Fallon from getting the easy two the other way.
So Wilkinson is out. Matt Clark is in. I'm really kind of shocked that Brian Muniz doesn't use the tree trunk that we all call Caleb Randolph a little bit more in this contest. Here's Jalen Smith. Hands the ball off to Mueller. Mueller takes it from in front of his bench out to the top of the key now for Burton. 4:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 45-37, Collinsville with the lead. Trying to handle Fallon. Back-to-back losses for the first time this year. Turnaround jump shot by Rennie Harris misses, but the rebound putback was good by Peyton Mueller. Right place, right time for Peyton.
Yeah, surprise, no one in the Kahawks at the boards there, and Mueller does it all for O'Fallon.
There is Clark about 8 feet away. Good.
There you go. He's found that distance all night. Knocked him down when he's had the opportunity. Kahawks answer right back.
Clark now with 8 points on the night. 4:15 left to play here in quarter number 4. 47-39, Collinsville with the lead. Here's Rennie Harris out front for Burton. Burton over onto the wing now, into the corner, for Smith. Back out front it goes for Lunning. Lunning with 3 fouls. He almost didn't see much action in the third. Get 3 straight fouls to start the third. Now he'll launch a 3-point shot. That one swoops right out. Collinsville picks up the rebound. Jayhawks working the ball back up court. Here is Devin Davis. Davis, a little hip check into Burton to get rid of him, and Davis brings the ball across the timeline, right across the midfield logo. Midcourt logo, Davis picks up his dribble and gives it up for Travion Swaggart. Swaggart back over to Davis. Davis on the left wing, 3.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Nick Horace. Horace back to Davis, and Davis again finds himself on the left wing being double teamed. He drives baseline, kicks out to Franklin into the corner now for Wilkinson. That's Nick Horace. Horace back out to the top for Swaggart. To Matt Clark, back underhand for Horace in front of his bench.
The ball moving by the Kahawks. Just working the clock as we come down near 3 minutes to go.
Peyton Mueller will pick up his second foul, and it's free throw shooting time here for Collinsville.
Yeah, now, they said that free throws were going to become big, and now it's really time to come up big with these free throws, knock them down, and put this game away.
Devin Davis at the free throw line for the first time tonight. 72.6% free throw shooter on the year, coming in having hit 82 of 113 free throw shots this year. That one's good. He'll stay up for a bonus. Whitfield comes in to replace Mueller. And one more shot coming up for Devin Davis. 3:09 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Davis, good. That's exactly what you need to do this late in the game. Well, at any point in the game, but especially this late in the game.
Canucks were up 9 in the second quarter. Now 10 is their largest lead of the game.
It is. And another three-point shot missed there by O'Fallon. Rebound once again belongs to Collinsville. Give is to Davis. He drives, takes the shot, no good. And guess who's going back to the free throw line? This one's going to go against Burton. That'll be his fourth. Team's ninth. One more foul, and Collinsville will be shooting 2 from here on out.
Okay, Collinsville gets up 10, and Burton is arguing something. Referees confer.
Yeah, are they going to change it? No, they're not. That never happens.
Guess he's saying it wasn't him.
It looked like he was saying, hey, man, I had my hands up in the air. I couldn't have done what you said that I did because my hands were up. Davis, 3 in a row for Devin. And now Coach Muniz would like to take a timeout. Kahok fans standing up on their feet, giving their team a nice round of applause as we head to a commercial break, and we're back right after that break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from the Panther Dome here at O'Fallon. 50-39, Collinsville with an 11-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. And one more free throw shot coming up for Devin Davis, see if he can make it 12. Don't let the foot off the gas. Davis. Well, the timeout work that kind of iced Devin a little bit. Rebound belongs to O'Fallon. They bring it up. Here is Whitfield, and Whitfield is going to be fouled by Franklin. Franklin will pick up his second.
That's going to send the Panthers to the line. 7th foul on the Cahoks.
Team 7th, so 1-1 time here for young Mr. Whitfield, who is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight.
Cahoks definitely not looking to foul.
Well, that one took a long time to fall in, didn't it?
Yeah, hits the back iron and comes up out the front and slowly falls in.
Wilkinson will check back in with his 4 fouls.
Matt Clark gets a round of applause from the Kahok fans. He goes to the bench.
Whitfield has one more shot coming his way after the make, and that one misses. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. And here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson bluffs, takes the shot. Nicely done. Jake Wilkinson bluffed just in time.
It's me looking to want to work some clock there, but some one-on-one, and Wilkinson had to take that shot.
And a foul, and Lunning is going to go to the free throw line, and Franklin's going to get called for his second in a row. He wasn't trying again, but he did, and Coach Lee didn't like the call. Does Coach Lee ever like the call that goes against his team? No, he hasn't. I can answer that question for him. Lunning, first trip to the free throw line tonight, as Tyler comes in at 77.6%, 45 of 58 before that first one. And he hits both. 10-point lead still remains, excuse me, for Collinsville. That's a picked off pass, ill-advised. And a 3-point shot for Whitfield. That misses the mark. Rebound, that belongs to Harris, or excuse me, Smith. Second rebound belongs to Collinsville. And the Kahawks find a way to keep it.
No,
No?
Trey dribbled it on the line.
Yeah.
Ducks were looking to get a timeout. Plenty of timeouts to be given here, but let's just get this stop and clock's our friend.
Here is Jalen Smith. Smith kicks it out front for Burton. Burton dribbles and drives, spin move in the paint, turnaround shot, good for 2. Burton now with 9. Devin Davis got caught. He gives it up to Wilkinson. Now Wilkinson turns the ball over. Timeout. Thank you. Woo! Almost turned into another turnover, and that's something Collinsville can ill afford here now. Being up by 8, don't want to turn the ball over.
Just take care of the ball. Get it up here. Little foul you.
Man, oh man, we'll keep it right here for this one. Good luck to the Kahok hockey team. They're about 10 minutes away from facing off in game number 2 of their best-of-3 playoff series against Columbia right down the road here at the McKendree Rec Metroplex. Kahawks kind of shocked themselves and the Columbia Eagles last night with a 7-1 win.
Yeah, isn't Columbia the better seed?
Oh, yeah.
Better record?
Yeah, Columbia beat Collinsville in November 6-0. 2 teams met again in December, and that was a 3-2 game, January. 3-2 game, but both teams were missing their top players. They were off playing in some tournament in Minnesota. So, yeah, it was kind of a shocker. I was pleasantly surprised. Collinsville got 4 goals in the first period, and Columbia didn't get their first goal till there was about 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Sometimes just your night. That's what you need. Now you got to find another way to get past Columbia again here tonight and move on.
Yep. They can win tonight. They will move on to the next round where they get to take on the first place team, the Freeburg Waterloo Raging Bulldogs.
It'll be Granite City.
Granite City's the first place team in the other division. They're playing the winner of the O'Fallon Belleville game that's going on right now. Here is Swaggart off the glass, can't get it to fall, and the rebound whistle. That's going to go against O'Fallon, and right when O'Fallon thought they had a rebound, referee calls a foul against him, and the crowd here does not like that at all. Jalen Smith will get called for his 3rd.
A little shove on Wilkinson to try to clear out for the rebound. I like to have Swagger just make that layup and keep this going.
His 4th for Jalen Smith, team 10th, so 2 shots coming up here for Wilkinson. First one's good. That was the 11th point of the night for Jake. He's in double digits. So is Devin Davis. Trey Swaggart is there as well.
Get Matt Clark back in here. Jake will grab a seat.
Back to a 10-point lead here for Collinsville. 54-44, 1:44 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Here's Rennie Harris. Harris bringing the ball up across the timeline, and a pass to Lunning. Lunning drives baseline, takes the shot off the glass, good for 2. O'Fallon in hurry-up mode now, and they're putting all kinds of backcourt pressure. Triple team on Devin Davis. Somebody's got to be open, and that someone is Nick Horace. He gets bumped from behind by Whitfield. No call underneath, no look pass, and it falls in for Matt Clark. O'Fallon, they bring the ball up with a little sense of urgency. Here is Whitfield. He'll drive baseline. He's shut down. He's trapped by 2 Kahawks. Bounce pass onto the wing for Burton. Pulls back for 3. No good. Rebound all the way in the corner. That belongs to Rennie Harris. They'll throw the ball away. 13th turnover for O'Fallon. Will give the ball back to Collinsville with 56.7 left to play here in this 4th quarter.
You take it, that really ran a lot of clock for Kahawks. 56.7 left.
Collinsville will inbound underneath of the bucket. Down here at this end, Collinsville trying to avoid this trap once again. And Horace brings it across the line, and Burton just fouled out of this game. A little reach around trying to poke the ball away, and he got contact, and Burton has fouled out of this game, and Caleb fouls out with 9 points. Boy, oh boy, Collinsville did a good job. Burton comes in averaging 12.5 per game.
Yeah, across the board, the Cavs have really guarded well.
At the free throw line, Nick Horace, who's 1 of 3 and now 2 of 4.
Clark for Wilkinson again. Offense, defense substitutions. He has 4 fouls, right, Wilkinson?
Yes, he does. Horace at the line. One more shot coming his way. And that one falls in as well. Tipped off the front of the rim and went straight up and then straight down.
Step up and make him start this clock. There you go.
Says the clock operator.
McKay's got to step up and
here's Smith.
Make him play.
Yeah, off the rim, won't go, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Head man up to Franklin. He'll turn around with it and waste some time. Collinsville, they're looking like they're going to pull out a victory here tonight. Davis all gray across the other side to Nick Horace. Underhand back over to Clark, and we're down to the final 25 seconds. Tell you what, man, O'Fallon, they have been in and out of the top 10 all year long. Collinsville has not gotten a sniff, but after tonight, they might.
Yeah, one last top 10 poll going to come out. Maybe the Canucks might get on it now. They're going to pick up their 12th straight win and 20th win on the season. And looks like they will probably be the #1 seed in the upcoming playoffs.
58-46, the final score. Collinsville wins it. And the Kahawks improve to 20-5 on the season. They send O'Fallon to their second straight loss, first losing streak on the year for the O'Fallon Panthers, and the Panthers drop to 21-6. More importantly, Collinsville now 7-2 in Southwestern Conference play, and O'Fallon drops to 7-3 inside the conference. Time now for the postgame program, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012, offering catering, some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Give Cafe Agape a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Post-game show, that comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Projects in First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And once again, we welcome you back to the Pantherdome here at O'Fallon Township High School. Collinsville, big road win tonight here for the Kahawks, 58-46. Collinsville wins by 12. They led by one after one when it was 14-13. Kahawks then outscored O'Fallon 15-11 in the second quarter to take a 5-point lead to the locker room at 29-24. Collinsville then came back out, outscored O'Fallon 11-10 in the third quarter, so they got one extra point, and that 5-point halftime lead went to a 6-point lead at the end of three. And then Collinsville really battled, really held their own in the fourth quarter, outscoring O'Fallon 18-12, and they stretched that 6-point lead into the final. It was a 12-point lead at 58-46. Here are a look at your numbers while we wait for Coach Lee to come up. I'm sure he's being already interviewed by a newspaper celebrity or two down there as he just comes out of the locker room. So Collinsville, they did a great job tonight. They had 4 players into double-digit points, and Travion Swagger almost got there himself. Leader in this one was Devin Davis with 14, 12 for Jake Wilkinson, 10 each for Matt Clark and Nick Horace, and 9 for Trey Swaggart. And Deontay Franklin, our pregame guest, ended up with 3 on the night. For the Collinsville Kahawk defense, they did a fantastic job. Not one player for O'Fallon hit double digits in this win for Collinsville. A couple got close. Tyner Lunning and Caleb Burton, each with 9 points in the loss for O'Fallon tonight. Rennie Harris knocked down 8 points, 6 points on the board for Caleb Randolph. Peyton Mueller ended up with 4 points, and Jalen Smith ended up knocking down just 2 points on the night, and both of those came from the free throw line, and Jalen Smith usually averages 9.7 points per game as well. So a nice job by the Collinsville Kahawk defense. The rest of the numbers look like this from the free throw lines. Collinsville hit 13 of 18 in this game, while O'Fallon hit 10 of 14. From the three-point stripe, O'Fallon took 13 shots, only hit 4 of them, and 3 of those came in the first half. Collinsville only ended up hitting 3 of 7. They had 2 of those in the first half, only 1 three-pointer in the second. No, all 3 came in the first half, excuse me. They only took 2 more three-point shots in the second half. did Collinsville. Kahawks once again out-rebounding everyone. They out-rebounded O'Fallon in this one 24-17, and O'Fallon turned the ball over 14 times while Collinsville turned the ball over 12 times. JV lost on a buzzer beater 45-42, and at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, the JV girls lost 42-18, and the varsity girls lost 57-26, so a rough night at home for the Lady Kahawks at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Big win tonight there, Chris Kettler, for the Collinsville Kahawks.
Yeah, continue the winning ways after the layoff. Kahawks just keep on going, and they spread it around. All the guys getting double figures, or 5 of the 6 or 6 of the 7, and who do you stop on a given night when with its Kahawk team? They're legit. I think they've found their way here through the early part of the season with some different lineups and whatnot, but everybody comes out and does their job, and they're great, and they're in the driver's seat here. We're looking for the playoffs here as we go through that here the next week or two.
13-game winning streak? 12-game winning streak, okay.
Should be at
yeah, that's right, 12. I had it written down here.
Should be at 14 now. We should have won the 2 last week.
Yeah. I hear you there. All right, well, apparently Coach Lee has forgotten about us. Matter of fact, I can see him being interviewed down in the tunnel in front of the locker room, so we'll go ahead and end it here. Next game for you is Thursday night at Virgil Fletcher. Matter of fact, our next 2 games are at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. The girls on Thursday against Alton for senior night, and the boys back at home against Madison on Friday night. We'll have both of those games for you here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Thank you very much, Chris Kettler. Appreciate you.
Yep, great. Have a good night, Todd.
All right, you as well. And until Thursday, my name is Todd Duke. A big thank you to Deontay Franklin joining us on the pregame show. And until Thursday night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.